everybody, welcome back to Stagey Bookish. I hope you are all well. This video is a bit of an experiment for me because it's going to be what I think is my first ever reading vlog. Yeah, I said it, I am going there with my first ever reading vlog. I am sorry, I have not got out of the shower. My hair is a mess. My hair's just not doing what I want it to. But anyway, I broke up from work. Hang on, let me start that again. Today's Friday the 25th of October. I don't even know what day it is. This is ridiculous. Friday the 25th of October. 2 days ago, Wednesday the 23rd of October, I broke up from work here in the UK. The way the schools work and all the education establishments work, we have half term. So I am now off until the 4th of November. Whoop whoop for the Lions, whoop whoop. And I have been in the most ridiculous reading slump of my life. And it's really been getting to me and it's really been annoying. So I thought this was a prime opportunity to not only try and get some reading done again, because I now have time to get some reading done again. Woo! That to take you along with me on what I hope is going to be some kind of semblance of a reading vlog. I have no idea how this is going to go, so please bear with me. I think, yeah. Do you know what? Let's see what happens. I have no idea how this is going to go. You're going to spend the next few days with me, hopefully helping me get out of my reading slump. And yeah, let's go from there. Stagey Bookish, first ever reading vlog. Let's go, people! Woo! Just before we start, I should probably tell you I have made some minor reading progress out of the slump this holiday. So I've been reading on my Kindle, or the Kindle app on my phone. The first thing I've read yesterday, I went through, was it all 12 issues? I think it was, of this series, Fence. If you haven't read it, it's actually really, really good. It focuses around this main character, Nicholas, whose aim in life, you know, he hasn't had this easiest life, but his aim is to be the top fencer in the world. He comes across a guy called Seiji, who is one who's had all the training and everything handed onto a plate, and it is kind of their relationship and how it develops and how you learn more about Nicholas's backstory, how he comes across Seiji, and actually they start bringing out the best in each other. There's 12 issues available currently. I don't know when issue 13 is coming, but the end of that's issue 12. I need that in my life, like yesterday. The other book I finished, which I've been on this for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and I actually sat down and finished it today, and it's been a real eye-opener for me, is this one. Can you see it? It's Not Okay to Feel Blue and Other Lies. This is edited by a lady called Scarlett Curtis. It is essentially a collection of essays, songs, poems, raps, journal entries, anything you can think of by people in the public eye about how they deal with issues relating to mental health, either their own or how they support people in their lives with it. I'm not going to lie, the weather's turning, my mental health hasn't been healthy, my anxiety hasn't been brilliant, my depression hasn't been brilliant. I think combined with flu and kind of cold and things, I slept for like 14 hours last night and I still feel like crap. But hey, but I think a lot of that spoke to me on levels of some beautiful pieces by Ben Platt, Sam Smith, Megan Jane Crabb, who on Instagram is Body Potty Panda. Look her up, she's amazing. And that just really resonated with me. I still don't feel I'm quite back on my full game yet, but on recommendation from a dear friend of mine, Jamie Lee. What's up, Jamie Lee? This is what I'm picking up next. It is an e-arc of Adam Silvera's Infinity Son. I literally am 2 chapters in, but we seem to have some vibes of characters with powers being kind of seen as terrorists and people trying to record them, and there's spell walkers and celestials and spectres, and I'm still sussing it out, but we seem to have a twin brother dynamic, Emil and Brighton, in the first couple of chapters, so I'll let you know how I'm going on with that. Hopefully I ordered Domino's pizza because I'm feeling ill, you know, why not? So I'm waiting for that to arrive any minute. Then I'm going to read some more and I'll check up with you a bit later on in the evening. Okay, see you later, bye bye. Good morning everybody and happy Saturday. Sorry I didn't check in last night, got quite late, pizza was good, got a bit of reading done. Yeah, it's Saturday 25th October, it is 11 AM, so it's just coming up for lunchtime. Just watched the England Rugby Union team get into the World Cup final, so it is a good morning up in here. Shame about the weather outside, I'm going to go out, I'm going to get drowned. Plans for today are not much. I need to pop out, and also my local town kind of centre's having an autumn fair, lots of foodie type stores, so I'm going to take you with me, and then really just coming back and chilling this afternoon and reading. I got one more chapter of Infinity Son read last night. I'm still a bit I don't know. It's not grabbing me the way I want it to at the moment. But I'm going to give it a chance and we're going to see. So, yes, so it is a good day. England are in a World Cup final for the first time in God knows how long. And we're going to go out and we're going to go to the autumn fair in the pouring rain and it's going to be amazing. Okay, let's do this thing. In the dry. It is still pouring down with rain. I don't know what the matter is today. But before I go on with this reading vlog, and I've just realised I've got loads of bookish parcels sitting downstairs that I haven't unboxed yet, which I will quite happily unbox for you guys. I need a moment for a discovery I made when I was out. So you've seen a few clips. Again, it's pouring with rain, so I'm sorry you didn't see more. I always pop into my local bookshop when I'm in town, and it is a chain bookshop, but whenever I walk in, just by the back corner, you walk in the main entrance, it's only a tiny place, but then just to one side of the stairs at the middle, which takes you up to the first floor, they have usually their newest selection of YA fiction books. And it's normally, or as it has been recently, because even though I'm in a reading slump, a lot of books are being bought and a lot of books are arriving on pre-order. I literally just go and look and I go, got that, got that, got that, got that, got that. And that's what I was expecting to do today, but I thought, hey, I'll pop in, there's no harm. The thing was, though, I walked in, I looked down at the table, and my face went something like this. It was, got that, got that, got that. Not really keen on that. Not got that, got that, got that, got that. What? Huh? And I tell you why, viewer. I tell you why, because in the middle of that pile was Neil Shusterman's The Toll. Couple of things about this. This is the third book in the Ark of a Scythe series. Scythe being book 1, Thunderhead being book 2, and I adored both books. The reason I squealed, today is Saturday the 25th of October 2019. This isn't out for public sale until the 7th of November. The girl at the counter was like, I didn't realise this was out yet. And she was like, oh, we only got it delivered a couple of days ago. And she called it up on the screen and was like, oh yeah, that's not out until the 7th of November. I don't know why it's out then. It really needs to come off. I went, can I still have my copy though? And she was like, yes. One of my most anticipated books of the year that's not out for 2 weeks is in my hand. It's a thick, chunky mother. I think I know what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I think Infinity Sun might have to go on pause. The Toll, Neil Shusterman. Look at that boy. I mean, I just have no words. I was expecting to get this after I'd gone back. The first week I was back at work after break. But now I've got time. How many pages is this chunky thing? Acknowledgements. I'm trying not to look at things. Oh my God, there's like, oh, what? I'm trying to... Okay, I just looked and I don't think it was the last page. 630. 2 weeks early. Now, I will say, from what the lady said, they were going to go and take this back off the shelves. I managed to run away with my copy. I still have a special edition of this pre-ordered, so I'm still hopefully going to I'm still going to contribute to sales. But I couldn't say no to this. So I read, like I said to you earlier, I read a couple more chapters of Infinity Sun last night. It's not getting my attention at the moment. It's okay. I don't feel invested in these characters yet. However, these are characters that I do feel invested in. So I might be having a slight bit of a change of pace. So what I'm going to do this afternoon, I'm going to get some lunch because it is now lunchtime after I've come back. I'm going to get some dry clothes because I'm sopping wet. And your girl is going to curl up with this afternoon. maybe it's going to take 630 pages of Neil Shusterman's dark genius to get me out of this reading slump. I have no idea. But the fact that this is in my hands and I actually have the time on my hands to sit and read this is just making me really happy right now. I got cakes while I was out, I got cheese while I was out, I got the things I needed while I was out. Even during the World Cup final, my football team are currently holding the biggest club in the country to a 0-0 draw. I hope it stays that way. But the toll! Okay, so I thought about this. So I had some lunch and I fell into a little bit of a YouTube hole, but I'm back out of it now. So before I picked up the toll, I had Thunderhead, which was book 2 in the series, on my Kindle. So what I've done is, excuse me, just read about the last 50 pages of Thunderhead. I had a little bit of a summary to remind myself before I get in, and actually I enjoyed the last 50 pages of Thunderhead more than I did the first time I read it, so I'm like, nah. So I'm going to be picking up the toll this evening, and I'm really excited, and it's going to be amazing, and I have cake to go with it, and it's amazing. So I've got to go on and start this book. I love you. See you later. Bye.
Video me.
I just need to pause this video to say I love this guy so much. Garen over at Goblet of Fiction. Please go and check him out.
For October.
Hey again, me here. I had some bookish mail and stuff, so I thought it might be quite nice to unbox these while I've got you here today. Let's move you back ever so slightly. Girls got a new tripod. We're going to start off with this one. This one is from Etsy. Please ignore the cat. I should explain this was a present from my mum a while back when I first got diagnosed with depression. This is actually a therapy cat, so it's not real, but it acts like it is, but it doesn't need feeding and it doesn't poop. Is that not the winning game? No? I actually am considering getting an actual cat, but shh, don't tell me. Okay, I have my trusty scissors. Let's dive in to this one. So this, I know who this is from. This is from the wonderful Book Besties UK, who you can find on Instagram and on Etsy. Big fan of their work. They produce amazing book sleeves. And okay. Book, there you go. Book Besties, we've got you covered. Big shout out, big fan. And I ordered 3 new book sleeves. Now I don't need book sleeves, but they're so pretty, I can't resist. So let me okay. First one is representing my house. See this? It's my Hufflepuff book sleeve. Yes! She actually does one for all 4 houses, so gorgeous work. My next one is, you all know, Ursula. We stand the evil queens, but we particularly stand my girl Ursula. Look at this for a design. How gorgeous is that? So that one as well. I should say they're all lined in the same material. They've got nice spotty material. And at the end, just because I'm on a bit of a Mary Poppins phase at the moment, because I am practically perfect in every way. Yes, I am. A beautiful Mary Poppins book sleeve as well. Look at that. Just come back to London's West End this weekend. Gorgeous, no? All my other parcels are books, I believe. Where the hell did I just put my scissors? I think apart from one, all my other boxes from that there Amazon. So let's have a look at what else we've got here. Okay, what have we got in here? We have a book. This is good stuff. Now this one I know nothing about, but it has been passed to me on recommendation. So this is called Please Look After Mother by, pronunciation I apologise, Jung Soo Shin. It's a Korean author. This was actually recommended to me by a lady who I work with, and she just came in, she just ran up to me, she was like, you have to read this book. Have you read it? Do you know it? You've got to read this book. And I was like, okay. Let's have a quick look at this. So Neo is a wife and mother to 5 grown-up children. She is the one constant and often unacknowledged presence in all their lives, supporting them no matter what the cost. Then one day, travelling into Seoul by train, So Neo vanishes. Okay. Whilst her family desperately searches for her, they discover the desires and hopes Sunyo kept hidden. Through a series of revelations, the family members slowly paint a picture of Sunyo as they never knew her and come to realise the truth about all mothers and children. That affection, exasperation, hope and guilt all add up to love. Okay. So this one. I now have 2 boxes. Let's go for the smaller box. Both from that there Amazon Prime. I've discovered the one as a Prime membership this year. Let's have a look at this box. There's wrapping, there's all kinds of stuff in here. What do we have in here? Ooh. So next up in my next box, ooh, so I have volume 1 of this, I haven't read it yet, but Jim Henson's got a series kind of recreated on Netflix, Beyond the Dark Crystal, Behind the Dark Crystal? Something about the Dark Crystal, but this is volume 2 of Beneath the Dark Crystal. She's a bit up close. Adam Smith and Alexandria Huntington on the cover. This is volume 2. On the back it says, the legend continues in an official sequel to Jim Henson's beloved fantasy film, The Dark Crystal. This just really intrigues me, and I saw it on Amazon. You know, some of the gorgeous, I'm not going to show you too much, but some of the gorgeous artwork there, which I absolutely love. My other books in this box, I think you will like this book, Tube. On recommendation from so many people, and I've never read it, and it seems the right season to read it. You girls picked up The Diviners by Libba Bray. All I know is 1920s and spooky. Do I need to know any more? No, I don't think so. But yeah, I'm interested. I am curious enough, thanks to the likes of Chelsea Dolly Reid and Melissa the N.E., love you girls, to want to know more about this. So I have this one, and I also have the second book in the series, Lair of Dreams. Not sure about these covers. I prefer the American covers. But hey, we'll move forward. Just move all that rubbish over there. So much packing! So much packaging. Right, and my last box for this mini unboxing, in amongst the reading blog. Oh god, there's loads in this, there's loads in this, there's loads in this. Oh my god, there's loads in this one as well. Yowza! Right, let me put that over there. What we got? Okay, first up out of this box. New one by Nick Stone called Jackpot. Nick Stone was the writer of Odd One Out, and she also wrote Dear Martin, which was one of my first reads a couple of years ago, and I absolutely loved. This is something to the effect of, all I know about this, I picked this up on her name, but essentially people win, there's a lottery ticket that's unclaimed, and some people try and claim it, and it just gets very interesting. So very excited to read that. I've already got a friend who's going to take that off me. Next up, one that's intrigued me greatly and I've seen a lot of promotion for. The Stormcrow by Kaylin Josephson. I seem to remember I want to say I got an advance copy of this in a book box. End of last year, start of this year, at some point. I'm sure I have an arc of it. But I've already seen promo for the sequel, and I've seen everyone say to me they're loving this. The arc that I supposedly have, I cannot find anywhere. So we'll see. We'll see how we rock, okay? So that's another one. What else have we got here? God, there's more and more and more and more in here. Let's dig some of these out. Load it. Oh, in hindsight with the Diviners, I believe Before the Devil Breaks You is book 3. These are the covers I like. I'm not sure about the other ones, but these are the covers I like. So that's book 3. What did this one? Beware the Night by Jessica Fleck. This one, I think, I've seen a lot of talk about its sequel, but I was like, oh, I don't want to read the sequel, I want to read the first one. The Colosseum quiets, all of Bologna hushes, a new hung banner flaps in the wind, the red words, in Sun's name, the Imperial will protect you from the night, distorting with each whipping gust. Vader, my name cuts through the silence as a whisper in my ear. I strain my eyes to see past his exterior, to find the boy I thought I knew so well within the enemy. Ooh, we love a bit of drama, Nice, beautiful spine there. So yeah, not one I've heard a lot about, but I can't think where I've heard about the sequel, so that's where I've got that from. This one, I had an arc of this and it intrigued me. It's hard, but still really wanted to pick up a finished copy. Orpheus Girl by Bryn Rebel Henry. It's only short, it's 176 pages, but I seem to remember this is the idea of the story, the myth and legend of, is it Orpheus and Persephone? Hades and Persephone, but as two girls. And two queer girls, there's stuff about kind of conversion camps, and I remember it being really, really harsh, but it's been a while since I've read the arc and I wanted to pick this up. Like I said, look, it's only tiny. Very nice. And the last one was another one I saw, another recommendation I saw on another channel. It was the gorgeous Cece, who runs Problems with a Book Now. Please go follow her. And she picked up a copy of this. I knew nothing about it, and she's raved about it. So I was interested. Cantoras by Carolina Darabetis. I think it's about kind of women, passionate women going on major journeys. Let me look. A new novel about 5 wildly different women who, in the midst of Uruguayan dictatorship, find one another as lovers, friends, and ultimately family. So that should be a nice, good read as well. So, mini book haul inside of this thing as well. Ha! Gotta love it. Okay. First reading update of this vlog. I do apologise. I have read about 50 pages of The Toll by Neil Schusterman. I know, 2 weeks. And I think I've only read 50 pages, but so much is going on within the first 50 pages. We've got a lot of detail, a lot of kind of already drawing threads together, but you can sense, even in literally, I've read like that much, this is going to kick off, and it's going to kick off big. So you probably had, and I hate that I can't go into detail on this, but at the end of Thunderhead, you had kind of three main plot kind of lines moving forward. Even though there was the drama at the end, there was three kind of things going on. And I can't say what they were, because that's a spoiler for Thunderhead, and then thus is the spoilers for Sky. But there were three kind of main plot lines moving forward into The Toll that needed to be tied up. In that first 54 pages, we've had reference to two of them. The third is yet to be mentioned, but I'm only 54 pages in. I also quite like we have a sudden introduction of a character who is non-binary. Get you some, Neil Schusterman. I'm loving that representation in here. So I'm still very intrigued. There is definitely kind of sense of something bigger going to be running here, something happening. I wish I could say more. I wish I could be more specific, but I don't want to ruin it. And I'm loving it so far. It's just making me go, oh, okay. And I can't see yet where this is going to go. I can tell you it's going to kick off. I can tell you there's going to be some fighting, and I think there's going to be a lot of people dead. The death count by the end of this book is going to be huge, as is the book. But I can't say more than that right now, without giving spoilers. So I'm going to go to bed in a minute. I'm going to take my book with me, read a bit in bed, and then tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow is Sunday the 27th. Today's not Saturday the 25th, though I said earlier in the vlog. It's Saturday the 26th. And tomorrow is Sunday the 27th. I have nothing planned for tomorrow apart from some housework and reading this bad boy. So hopefully lots of updates tomorrow. And so I will see you then. Bye-bye! Okay, so this reading vlog isn't going initially how I planned it to go. It is now Monday. Monday the 28th of October. I'm sitting on the floor in my living room, which you might not be able to see behind me because I've been doing some filming, which you might have seen just before this vlog or just after this vlog, I don't know. I've been doing some filming. I haven't done a lot of reading. I had a bad day yesterday where I kind of didn't wake up until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm hoping to do some reading tonight. Your girl says, fingers crossed, and then we'll bring, I don't think I'm going to get all 630 pages of The Toll read during this reading vlog, but what we'll probably do is follow this up a bit later on, and I'll give you an update from where I'm getting, and then just have to watch out for more videos in November where I update you about my reading and what's going on. Yes, I've got dinner in the oven. It's like 5:15. It's really dark. Here in the UK, we had to put our clocks back an hour yesterday, Saturday night into Sunday morning, and it's now Monday, which means now it's like 5:15 and it's pitch black outside, and I've got the lights on, which is why I'm trying to get used to artificial light, which is new to me. Yeah, and it's very dark and it's very miserable. I feel the need to light a candle and maybe curl up in a blanket, which I'll do after I've eaten. Yeah, so yes, I'm sorry this is not, I will learn. I promise I will learn with regards to reading vlogs. I've just filmed a couple of videos, which you will either have seen already or just see about some of my November reading plans, and there's a bit of an unboxing as well. So I hope you enjoy those. But yeah, so next time I have a reading update, which I'm praying will be tonight, I will let you know. Stay tuned, YouTube. Bye! Hello everybody, it is Tuesday the 29th of October. I'm losing track. When I'm on break from work, I always lose track of what day it is. It is 5:05, about 24 hours since I last filled you in. This is going to be the last portion of my reading vlog, because like I said yesterday, I'm not going to get to 630 pages of The Toll read in this entire reading vlog, because you might be with me for months. However, I have made progress on this bad boy, and it's like I said before, it's a little bit awkward because there's so many things that this has referenced so far. I'm about the 200 page mark. I'm about a third of the way through, and everything's getting ready. It's like everything's getting ready for it to absolutely kick off. But that's all I can say without giving spoilers for the first 2 books in the series, which is annoying. It's a little bit like at the moment, and if I can put this into context, this is the way it makes me think. I'm going to make a Harry Potter reference in relation to Sky, but stick with me. The Toll at the moment, for the length of it, is in a position that the final Harry Potter book and the final Harry Potter films had to be in. So if you've seen... Sorry, that's my printer going. If you've seen Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, you'll know that nothing happens in it. It's all set up for all the flashbang wallop that is part 2. And part 2 is brilliant. Part 2 sensation. It's just like left, right and centre. I sense this is what this book is going to be. We've got a lot of setup, and we're going to get to some point where it's all going to hit the fan, because the kind of big villain in this is kind of doing things he shouldn't be doing, and characters from previous books are kind of learning things that they may have learned but they don't learn, but are making us... I can't say anything and it's killing me. I need it to be the 7th of November so y'all can read this and discuss this with me. But yeah, I am loving it, and it is really getting me out of my... slowly out of the slump. Even if it's 10 minutes a day. I literally lay in bed this morning because it was pouring with rain and it was dark, and I just wanted to curl up with my blanket and my cuddly toys, because I'm 34, I have cuddly toys. What are you going to do? Shoot me? I don't care. So I curled up with the cuddly toys, and I read about, nearly up to where I am about now, which is about the 250 page mark. And I'm really enjoying it, and I'm really wanting to know. I'm taking my time. I'm trying not to force myself with it. Because I want to pace this as I go, because it is a big book and I'm not going to be able to do what I normally do, which is when I get invested in a book, read it all in one day. That's usually about 300 to 400 pages. So I don't want to rush it. I'm taking my time with it. But it's very good so far, and it's all googling. It's like just bringing something to the boil, and I just sense by the time we get to the halfway mark, everything's going to explode and everything's going to overspill. But yeah, so I guess that brings to the end my first ever reading vlog, even though there wasn't a lot of reading in it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'm sorry that there wasn't a lot of reading in it. But like I said, this is a new thing for me. I am learning, I am trying. I definitely would like to do this again because it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I can't wait. What are your upcoming books for the end of the year that you're really passionate about looking at? Has anyone else got an arc of the Toll yet that wants to discuss this with me? Because I'm getting a little bit like, I need to talk to somebody about this. So if anyone wants to discuss it with me, drop me a message below and we'll DM and we'll conference about it. But that's awesome. Thank you for coming to this first reading vlog. My next one will be better, I promise, as I am learning. But it's always a pleasure to see you, YouTube, and I hope I'll see you on the next video. So this is Olivia from Stagey Bookish, signing out for this first ever reading vlog. Bye, folks.